If you ever thought that tarot was about memorizing 78 cards and their meanings, that's not how I learned it. I learned tarot in Japan long before TikTok, long before Google. A Japanese coworker told me something that absolutely changed the way I viewed the cards. She said, look at their eyes when you lay out the cards. And do you see? Here you can see this guy's looking straight at you. The wolves are looking up. Here, this is upside down. So the people are looking like he's looking to them, they're looking to him. They all play a story. Everyone is in a book and they're all looking at different areas. And that can really give you a lot of insight. I will never forget that beautiful advice. And that really helped me realize that it's not so mysterious when you start to understand that they are just telling a story. Today I'm going to show you how I read tarot intuitively, lovingly, and without fear. Super easy. So you can start using it to connect with your own inner wisdom. Hi boo, it's me, your medium bestie, the Death Fairy, certified death doula, and your spirit guide to the other side. Ding! And I'm here to help you make spirit connection easy and fun and totally normal. I work with people who feel things deeply, the intuitives, the sensitive, the ones who've always known that there's more going on beneath the surface. And I show them how to trust that. So if you've ever thought that tarot felt confusing or off limits or something that you're not supposed to touch, this video is for you. Let's make it easy, grounding, and a little bit magical. Ding! So tarot is just a tool. It's not something that has power over you. This is paper. Look at that. And people can use tarot to see and hear the intuition clearer. It's literally using art as a language. Look at this. Look at how gorgeous that is. It's beautiful illustrations. If I see this, it really tells a whole story rather than trying to decipher what the pictures are in my head, right? And every card is like a painting that reflects your inner world. The symbols, the colors, the expressions are translating what your inner voice is already trying to tell you. And they're just making the message easier to understand. That's what I love about tarot. It turns intuition into something visual. Something you can literally lay out and read, like a book. So when you pull a card, you're not inviting anything spooky, you're just inviting in clarity. So you're asking, what is my inner voice trying to tell me? And you pull a card, and voila, here's the symbol. Here is what it's telling you. Decipher it. What does it mean for you? And once you understand that, tarot becomes less intimidating and a lot more fun. It's not prediction, it's perception. That's why every deck feels different. You're not reading the card, you're reading your relationship to the image. Very cool. Tarot is like art meeting intuition. There's spirit painting messages that you can actually see. So Japan, early 2000s, before social media was a thing, the OG girls making like the selfies, that was all done in Japan. When I came to the States and everyone's like, oh dude, I was doing that like 10 years ago. I digress. Tarot wasn't common there. I don't even know if tarot is common there. You cannot find a tarot reader. You can find palm reader. You can find a crystal reader, but tarot? No. So it was so bizarre that, of course, my coworker was somebody who could read tarot and was talking to me about this. I was like, what? It's so like spirit-led. Ding. I told her I didn't understand the cards. I knew nothing about it. And she said, when you read tarot, look at their eyes. Look, this is like the 30th time I pulled this card, by the way. Strength is one of my favorite cards because I am strength. I am this woman taming my lion, my inner shadow. And ever since then, I could not unsee it. I just have to read them. Like, what would they be talking about right now? Like, what would he be saying? Get it, girl. You look good. You know, like, make a whole conversation out of it. And so when I lay my cards out, I ask who's looking where, who's turning away, what are they doing with their eyes, what conversations are they having together, which character would I be in this situation, what's the story between them. And that changed tarot for me completely, from memorization to conversation. And that's why I really love the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. This is the Golden Art Nouveau, so it's basically the same illustrations, but with the beautiful gold. But these have all humans, so they're really easy to relate to. And the pips, or the minor arcana, are also illustrated, because some decks, they won't be illustrated. See, I use this as a good go-to. Most people in H Tarot do as well, from what I've seen. Because then you'll get something like this, another one of my favorite decks. And the creature, they are people-like, but they're more like abstract creatures. But I adore the Deviant Moon Tarot. I love Patrick's art. It's so beautiful. I actually had a chance to interview him way back during COVID times on my Instagram, which I thought was so cool. Totally geeked out during that time. He's got a beautiful way of illustrating each card. His symbolism just blows my mind. And here's the thing. When you're going to start tarot, choose a card that you can read, not just a deck that looks pretty. And try to make sure that the minor arcana, the pips, are illustrated so that it gives you more story to read from. Otherwise, if you get like 5 swords, like, unless you know the symbolism, which I have taught in previous videos, go check those out. I will make a whole tarot playlist, by the way. Unless you know how to read with numerology and all that, it gets really like overwhelming. And then people always ask me, what is my tarot ritual? It's super simple. I take a deep breath, ground. If I want to be fancy, maybe I'll light a candle. And I'll say, Spirit, show me what you want me to see today. That's really it. Talk to me. Talk to me, Spirit, through cards. And then I start interviewing the energy. Like, what's my mood? What's the body language in the card? Where are the eyes? What colors are standing out to me? What's happening in the background? Here, we have a girl. She looks like a little snail. She looks like she's in a circus and there's a ball on the floor. She's like, oh. She's holding a candle. We just talked about candles. Do you see how it works? It's not coincidence yet. It's spirit syncs. I like to call these spirit synchronizations, little spirit syncs. And when I look at the cards, I let myself speak out loud. I talk about it. Okay, so she's standing here in a circus-like tent with a little mini-me, and they both have a snail butt. What does that mean? Take your time. Really think about it. And as you see, these don't have what the card is called on top. It just has the number. So this is 9. Do you remember what 9 is? If you saw my other video, you'd know. This is the Hermit. So the Hermit being recluse to society, like he's just trying to hide from people, right? That's what she's doing. She's literally got her candle and like, leave me alone. I'm walking away. Something I have to note. Not all decks illustrate for the card meanings, and that's fine. Like this deck, this is just a bunch of beautiful art that they assigned to a card. I don't think that look, this is supposed to be the Queen of Clubs. It doesn't really have much to do with fire. Napoleon baby. It's kind of funny. Napoleon baby for the Emperor is actually kind of spot on. So funny. Can't stand Napoleon though, sorry. And often spirit messages, spirit sings, they reveal themselves through images first, and then it starts to make sense. Pictures pop up in your head. Pictures pop up literally, physically like this. And spirit speaks through sensations, symbols, and synchronicities. So many freaking S's. That's how it speaks. It's not like a textbook definition. Sometimes a card shows me when someone's pretending to be okay. And that's why I'm really drawn. This is the Nicoletta Sassoli deck. I call it the Little Dead Girls deck. I just love her art. But all the girls look so tortured and sad, and I can really resonate with them because they come from an abusive background. And I'm like, I get you. I mean, so random. It's a girl riding a bunny with a whip. So, whatever that's supposed to mean. And that's what I love. And sometimes it's fun to just pull a card from different decks too. You're like, ooh, what do I get? Oops. And then you get some different imagery, right? You got this really regal looking dead girl, call her dead girl, she's not really. And this is strength again. See how many times strength has come up for me, the girl with the lion? Here she is with the donkey. Donkey. That's my Shrek impression. Not very good. Sorry to all my beautiful Scots out there. And this is the 2 of Pentacles, and it's playing with his pentacles as the waves are rushing in the background. Very cool, right? The different energies that you get. He's looking away. He's like, oh. And she's looking straight at you, holding a baby, and being like, what? What are you gonna do? So it's so fun. It gets so fun and it gets so cool, and I totally geek out with her. That's why I love it so much. I have so many cards, so many, and I just pull out card after card after card. I used to do readings on Instagram for free. I still do periodically, and I would just pull out random ass cards for everyone. It's like, okay, I'm feeling this card for you, or this deck for you. Maybe one person gets like a bajillion decks, and it's just really fun. I don't really rely on the reverse meaning so much because the card already has so much symbolism, unless I pull out a ton of cards at once, and then when someone's reversed, their eye direction changes, then I'll like look at it. But if I'm just like pulling a reverse card, I will read the card in its entirety. So here we have the King of Swords, right? And it was reversed. I'm not gonna be like, oh, you're lacking like strategy or something. No, the King of Swords is pure strategy. But it's strategy, and then what? What does it mean for you, right? So that's what I will do. I will look at it in the situation and be like, what can I learn from this? You don't want to go reading negative things from a card, because guess what? You're going to walk away with negative energy, like a funk. You are reading tarot because you want answers. And if you get a crappy card that's upside down, that's like, oh, like, oh, you know, it's not going well for you, you're going to walk away defeated. So why the hell did you pull a card? Why are you doing that to yourself? That is called beating yourself up. That's called being mean to yourself. Don't do that. Love yourself. And if you are shuffling cards and one of them just like flies out like crazy, trying to get a flyby. Come on, fly, fly, fly. Didn't want to fly today. I have too good of a grip. Oh, fuck. Well, sorry. Like 20 cards fell. I read the ones that fall. Not if they all fell, though. That was me causing some chaos. That was my 2 of coins moment. By the way, I am throwing out a lot of definitions here. They're all generic definitions that I kind of build off of. If you want to go deeper, I have 2 videos. One about all the major arcana and one about all the minor arcana. I will link it in the notes down below so you can follow as well. It's really helpful to do those classes. They're free. Why not? So, to recap, when you're reading the cards, don't analyze it, feel it. What is this speaking to you? Speaking of feeling, I'm going to take it back and try to add some practicality to this. So grab a card deck that really speaks to you. I'm using the Golden Art Nouveau here. Shuffle it, and pull a card a day. Just boom. And then ask this card, like, what do you have to tell me? Justice. My Judge Judy's coming out. She's like, what? And that is how I like learning from the beginning. And especially if you have a new deck, it's fun to do this, to just kind of get acquainted with your cards. Here you have a card. What does this say to you? What does it speak to you? You can journal this. You can have a journal for a card a day, a card an hour. Who cares? Do whatever feels best for you, but it really helps you learn that card. Then when you get more comfortable and you want to go a little deeper, you can start making meanings to the card. So you can literally ask the question as you're shuffling. So for example, where am I now? I don't know why I said it all dumb. Where am I now? Boom. The Lovers. Wow. Nice card. Okay, so I'm feeling it. I'm in the love space, right? What if I want to ask something like, what's influencing me? Boom. The 5 of Cups. So don't look at what you spill. Look at what you have, right? Don't underestimate this Lovers card. And you can even go like, what does Spirit want me to know? Yeah, include them. Your spirit loved ones, include them in your reading. Boom. Ooh, so awesome that this card came out. This is the Page of Cups. It's got a little fish. This is a spiritual card. This is I'm talking to my spirit guide card, because he's talking to his little fish. His little fish is like saying, hey, it's Jiminy Cricket. He's like, how are you doing? You know, it's a good day to meditate. Why don't we try meditating today? You know, that's what Spirit wants me to know. They're always around. And this is what Spirit wants you to know. They're always around. I'm going to be 80 and I'm going to be, well, no, okay. I'm going to be like 120. I'll be dying. I'll be like, tell the world that their spirit loved ones are around. That's like my goal in this lifetime, is to help you connect to Spirit in a really beautiful and intuitive way that feels natural, because it is natural. I get so passionate. You make me too passionate. Okay, so you got your cards, you got your readings. And it's really important, don't fear the scary cards. The Devil, the Tower. Those cards look scary. The Death card. But I mean, why are they scary? What about it scares you? Kind of analyze it. If something's like freaking you out, there's something deep there. Go into it and set boundaries. You can be like, you know what? I am reading because I want to come out of this feeling good. So cards, help me feel good and just get some clarity on my situation. Boom. He's saying, go beyond the castle. Beyond awaits your treasure. I'm a good tarot reader. I really am. So I want to speak to you, you who are already ready to release fear and embrace your spiritual connection in a deeper way. Hi. Maybe you were taught to doubt your intuition and then you feel guilty for trusting it. Probably. That's me. Maybe you were told that spiritual tools were dangerous and that you shouldn't use them. I get it. But guess what? You don't need to live under that story anymore. That pain story, you can let it go. Let it go. You were born with the ability to feel, sense, and receive guidance. So do it. Use it. Tarot can help you remember that. When you use tarot with love and intention, you're not opening a door to fear, you're opening a door to yourself. It's about reclaiming your own light, your own voice, and your own connection to spirit. And you don't need anyone else to translate that for you. You don't need to go to a tarot reader. You don't need to pay $20 to get in so that they can tell you that you're cursed and then tell you to come back or else your kid's gonna die. Literally happened to me, like more than once. Watch my scammers video. Don't. You can read for yourself. So instead of thinking, what if I get it wrong, right? What if it's not working for me? Here we have the 10 of Swords. He's like, defeated. What if I get it wrong? Think about, what if this frees me from my own pain story? How awesome is that? How empowering is that? And when you start to trust yourself again, everything will change. Trust. Trust, it will change. So if you're ready to learn tarot and spirit connection in a grounded way that's full of heart, join me in my free community, Spirit Connection Made Easy, because duh, it's easy. Link is down below. I would love to see you there. We are building a community that makes spirit connection feel joyful, empowering, and normal. So remember, tarot isn't about being perfect. It's about being present. It's about looking at an image and saying, okay, Spirit, I see you. I see what you got to say. And you're not making it up. You're remembering what your soul already knows. I love you, and I'm so proud of you for being here and being curious and being ready to open up even deeper to your own internal wisdom and Spirit's wisdom. Spirit is calling. Will you answer the call? Ding!